Manny walks in a circle looking at his phone, getting ready to sit in his basket. Manny takes a look at his phone and decides fuck it, and calls. He picks up the phone and dials a phone number. He puts the phone up to his ear and waits for Annie to pick up the phone. He hears a click and someone says, "Hello?" "Hello, Steven," answers Annie. "Oh, hi Annie. I was just wondering if you'd like to come over and maybe hang around for a day," says Manny nervously. "Sure, I'll come over," answers Annie seductively. Manny waits until Annie comes over. He has the whole day planned. First they'll listen to the English version of 99 Red Balloons, then the German one, and then the French one, and then the Goldfinger version, and so on. Manny sits at the door waiting for his love. He hears a knock at the door, and then he opens it. "Oh, hi Annie," Manny says. "So what have you planned today, Manny?" Annie says.
That's not how I talk.
"Well, I thought we could just listen to some music." Annie looks disappointed now. What's wrong, Annie?" asks Manny. "Well, it's just, I thought we were going to do something different," said Annie. "Oh, okay. What do you want to do?" Manny replied. "I want to do you, Manny," Annie answered. "Well, what are you saying? You want to have sex?" Manny said, taken aback by the request. "Yes, Manny. I want your dick inside me," Annie answered. Manny always wanted this, but he never thought it would be a reality. "I want you too, Annie." Manny grabs Annie and lays her down on his king-sized basket and whips out his dick that has been erect since he saw his angel walk through the door. He stopped, then remembering he doesn't have any protection. Annie noticed this and handed him a red balloon. "Here, use this," she said, as she handed him the makeshift condom. He put it on, and in no time he was pounding that puss. Hearing the squeak of the balloon made him want this to last forever. But his fantasy would not come true, as she pushed him over and pulled out a pair of handcuffs. She then cuffed Manny to the table. Annie then walked over to her purse and took out something that made Manny shiver. Annie proceeded to whap on a strap-on. Manny looked at Annie and said, "Please, don't do this." Annie looked at him and said, "Do you think I care about consent?" Annie walked over to Manny and started fucking him hard in the ass. The dildo was too large for him, so he felt a lot of pain, but also delight. Even though Annie went in dry, he still enjoyed it. Annie noticed his tail was still wagging and decided to try and give him more pain. She didn't have anything in her purse that would hurt him, but noticed tape on the table. She wrapped the tape around the strap-on, doubling it in size. She went back to fucking Manny with the strap-on. This time, Manny was in pain. He could feel the sharp edges of the tape scraping the walls of his anus. Annie got her enjoyment out of this, but still wanted more. She said to Manny, "Show me what that mouth do." Manny instantly forgave Annie for the pain because he loves doing this. I hate whoever owes to me. Thanks. Manny started slopping on her pussy like it was a fucking creamsicle. Some say his tongue could pick locks. Manny was right about to blow and ask Annie to finish him off. Annie started jacking him like she was using a gear shift. As Manny was about to blow, he took the balloon off and let Manny come all over her tits, but Manny knew that Annie hadn't came yet, so he took the balloon and inserted it into her vagina, and it blew up, and blew it up until it exploded. Annie started squirting everywhere. Manny caught it in his mouth like it was dog treats, and then swallowed it like it was vodka on a Monday morning. Manny and Annie, sitting in a basket full of almost every bodily fluid, decided to clean up. Annie was about to leave when Manny gave her a kiss and told her, "Never say a word of this to Clipster." Annie nodded her head. Wasn't that magical? And walked out the door.
Goodbye.
Wow. Wasn't that